Naz versus Nathan. Nathan dies to Naz. We got Naz versus Jabril now. Jabril looks like he might have timing. Give it though. Unable to reach. Funky versus Effigy. Effigy takes out Funky. Ionis versus Effigy now. Effigy grabs, takes out Ionis. ILPV and oh no. It's a 2v3. These colors might have to change low key. Naz takes out Effigy. 2v1 now. As long as takes out Naz, first point goes to Oaks. I'm not gonna say anything about it until someone complains. Jabril versus Ionis. Jabril looks like he has timing. He's able to give it back though. Lazy getting caught in the corner. Going for IOPV. IOPV takes out Lazy. Zlent versus Naz. Zlent looks like he has timing. He does. Never mind, he doesn't. Zlent gets taken out by Naz. Effigy versus IOPV. IOPV gets taken out. Funky versus Nathan now. Nathan takes out Funky. 2v2. Ionis versus Effigy. Effigy reaches Ionis. Holy reach. Naz in a 2v1 now. Naz gets stuck in the corner. Nathan grabs it. Has timing. Able to give it back though. Effigy versus Naz now. Effigy reaches him. He grabs. I need to give it back. Naz wins the round. 1-1. Oh. Was I supposed to put Rainu back in? Zlent versus Funky. Funky gets taken out. Jabril versus Naz now. They chain play, it works. Nathan going for IOPV. Jabril takes out IOPV. Ionis versus Nathan. They take out Ionis. My mic is low. 1 second. It's on full volume. Lazy gets taken out by Funky. Effigy versus Funky now. Effigy takes out Funky. Nathan versus Naz. Nathan might have timing to give it back though. Jabril versus IOPV. Jabril switching up to Naz. Takes out Naz. 2v3 right now. J-Bro gets taken out. 2v2. 2v1. It's not there 2v1 now. It's down to a 1v1. Ready to change it to Naz. Great play. J-Bro versus IOPV. IOPV might have timing. Unable to give it back though. J-Bro versus Funky now. Funky can grab and have timing. He does. That's on J-Bro. Funky in a 1v4. Funky unable to give it. He could have gave that back. 4-1. Naz versus Ranu. Ranu gets taken out. J-Bro and Funky again. Funky unable to give it. ILPP comes in to try and chain. Ionis versus Nathan. J-Bro interfering. Takes out Ionis. It works. J-Bro gets taken out by ILPP. 2v3 right now. Nathan has... ILPP takes out Nathan. Brings it down to a 2v2. Effigy versus ILPV. Unable to give it. Gets reached. Naz versus Effigy. He's gonna run it. Unable to give it back. 5-1. Naz unable to take out Effigy. IOPV. J-Bro grabs it instead. Messes up the timing. Great play, honestly. Ionis versus Ranu. J-Bro interfering again. Takes out Ranu. Lazy. He's able to give it back. Funky takes out J-Bro. Ionis versus Nathan. Funky interfering. Gonna chain it. Gonna chain it. Takes out Ionis. Effigy versus Funky for the round. Funky has timing. Gives it back. J-Bro versus IOPV. Who gets taken out by IOPV? So that's an IOPV now. Slint has timing. Oh, he's gonna give it back though. Funky versus Nathan. Funky grabs it. Nathan grabs it. Gives it back. Funky dies. Effigy versus Naz now. Ionis messed up. Okay. Lazy going for Naz. Naz grabs it, has timing, gives it to Lazy. Unable to give it back. IOP versus Naz versus Effigy and Nathan. Effigy going for IOPV. IOPV unable to reach it through the wall. Nathan versus Naz now. Reaches him. Great wall. Effigy versus Naz now. Effigy has timing. Yep. Titans win the round. Or Oaks win the round. 6-3. Funky versus Lazy. Funky takes out Lazy. Nathan versus Naz. Nathan takes out Naz. Takes out Funky. IOPV takes out Nathan. Reaches him. Chain has it. Ionis in a 1v3 now. Messes up the timing. Ionis versus Effigy. Effigy's gonna reach it. Mine is not. J-Bro versus Ionis. Ionis needs to win this to stay in the set. Grabs it. Unable to reach it though. First set goes to Oaks. Poor little guy needs to get rest, but they got him working. Bro. What the fuck? Why is this femboy adding me? Why is Water adding me? Why is this account adding me? Who is this? Like, bro, who is this? This femboy? Alright, dude. Okay. Why did it put me on this account? Oh my god. 1 second. I'm gonna hide my stream. One second. Alright. I know I did trust it for a month or whatever, for 30 days. It was past the 30 days. Good server. Bruh. Bruh. Where the fuck is... There he is. 1 million jailbreak money. Effigy versus Ionis. Effigy. I don't know if it chains it to Slim. Triple chain. Nathan takes out Ionis. Naz versus Lazy in the corner. Gives it to Jabber. Takes out Naz. IOPV versus Nathan. Jabro might die here. He does. Didn't have timing. Funky in a 1v... No, 2v3. Lazy versus Funky. Lazy. His reaction time is slow. IOPV versus Effigy now. What is Effigy doing? Nathan has axe for Effigy. Brings it down to a 1v2. Funky has timing. Titans win point 1. Lazy versus Funky. Lazy gets taken out by Funky. Nathan and Ionis going at it. Nathan has timing on Ionis. Gives it back. Ionis dies. Funky versus Limp. Limp, what is he doing? IOPV versus J-Bro. J-Bro takes out IOPV. J-Bro versus Naz. J-Bro gets taken out by Naz. Funky versus Nathan. Nathan has timing. Funky gets taken out. Naz in a 2v1 now. Effigy versus Naz. Naz, is he able to reach it? He isn't. 1-1. Kick it out. ILPV. Gonna chain it to Jabril. Works. Lens versus Ionis. Mask is taken out by Nathan. Lazy. Unable to take out Funky. Nathan in 2v1 now. Funky takes out Nathan. Going for ILPV. Jabril unable to grab. ILPV takes out Jabril. Ionis versus Nathan. Ionis reaches Nathan. Interfering though. ILPV messes in the way. Takes out himself. Nathan going for Ionis. Ionis just unable to give it back. Funky versus Nathan now. Funky takes out Nathan. 3v1. Two. Funky takes out Brandon. Nathan. Okay, Naz versus Ethigy. Naz takes out Ethigy. There's Length versus Ionis. So let's take out Ionis. Funky versus Length. Funky has timing. Unable to give it back though. ILPV versus Length. 2v2 right now. ILPV unable to take Length out. Naz versus Length now. Naz taken out by Slint. 3-2. 3-2 Oaks. Oh, someone needs to reset. Okay, there we go. Funky takes out Jabril. Ethigy versus Funky. Funky takes out Ethigy. Nathan versus Funky now. Funky can't get it back. ILPV versus Nathan. ILPV unable to reach Nathan. Lens versus Ionis. Zlin takes out Ionis. Naz Naz gets taken out. 4-2 Oaks. J-Bro gets taken out. Funky versus Lazy. Lazy gets taken out. Funky versus Nathan. Funky holds, unable to give it. IPV sacks. Ironus gets taken out by Nathan. Funky versus Nathan. Nathan grabs. Funky gets taken out. Naz in a 1v3. Slim takes out Naz. 5-2. Nathan. He got bounced on. Yo, whoa, pause. J-Bro versus Naz. Kicks out his own teammate ILPV. Ionis versus Lazy. Ionis takes out Lazy. Lazy versus Ionis. I mean, J-Bro versus Ionis. J-Bro switching up to Naz though. FTG trying to chain. J-Bro gets taken out from it. FTG versus Naz now. Gives Naz a high 4. FTG takes out Naz. 2v2. Zlink versus Ionis. Ionis trying to chain it. Zlink chains it to Funky. Zlink versus Ionis. Ionis looks like he might have timing. He takes out Zlink. 1v1. Ionis needs to win this to stay in the game. For the game on the line. Grabs the 2. Takes out. They stay. No, actually they didn't need to win that to stay in the game. 5-3 Oaks. Nathan versus Naz. Naz takes out Naz. Everyone's just hovering in the middle like fucking cockroaches. Naz versus J-Bro. After he takes out J-Bro though. Lazy versus Ionis. Ionis taken out by Lazy. Naz interfering. He was gonna go for Funky. Naz has timing. He's gonna take out Lazy though. Lazy versus Funky. Funky unable to take him out. ILPV in a 1v3 now. Where's he going? Lost, boy. Lazy taken out by ILPV. Zlink versus ILPV now. Zlink takes out ILPV. Game point. Huh? Okay. Ionis takes out Lazy versus Naz. Takes out Naz. Zlink versus IOP taking out though. Funky versus FG now. Funky takes out FG. Lazy, game on the line. He needs to win this. Unable to grab. Funky takes him out. 6-4. Lens versus IOPV. Taken out by IOPV. Naz versus J-Burl. Nathan sacks for J-Burl. IOPV versus Lazy. Lazy gets taken out. 3v3. No, 4v2. No. Yeah, 4v2. IOPV versus J-Burl. J-Burl unable to take out IOPV. At the G in a 1v4 now. Gets reached. At the G grabs. Takes out IOPV. There's one. At the G grabs the two. Unable to get it back though. 6-5. IOPV versus Length. Length takes out IOPV. Length versus Naz now. Naz gets reached. Effigy. Zlint going for Funky. Funky takes out Zlint. Hyenas versus Lazy now. Lazy gives a 3. Bad timing on Lazy's part. Lazy gets taken out from that. Nathan versus Hyenas now. It's a 2v3 for the game. Nathan gets taken out. Funky versus Effigy. Effigy takes out Funky. And Hyenas sacks. This is for the game right here. It either goes into overtime. Oh my god, game. GG. 7-5. Good game.